Wow. I just want to say, these squirrels are so smart. They're eating it now. I threw out peanuts to them because they were looking for food. But one ran across the street. But what he did was he grabbed a peanut and then he buried it right there. And then they go back. And this one, he kept running in the back of the house. And now, so you could tell he was burying it over there. And now he's deciding to eat some. Aren't they funny? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at it. See, everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry, the poor babies. I can't deal with how everyone's hungry. Everybody has to eat. So much suffering going on. All the killing that's happening. I can't take it. It's overwhelming. See, he's looking for more. There's plenty out there. Let's see if he runs in the back of the house with it. Yep, there he goes. Watch, I bet you he'll... Look, he's burying it. Isn't that smart? He knows. He knows he has to bury it. And wait for later. That's very good. He's thinking about the future. Isn't that smart? I wish I could put little flagpoles up for them so they can remember. Isn't that cute? Look at him go. Oh, how smart is that? Oh, wow. Watch, now the other one's coming back. Oh my God, he must have buried it across the street. Do you believe this? They put them everywhere. That is so smart. Look, there he goes again, putting it away. Here comes the other one. What's he gonna do now? What amazes me is that they can find it after. Oh. This one's still trying to find a place to bury it. There he goes. And then look, he takes one. He's burying that one. Isn't that something, huh? The way they have to live. Wow, he's actually burying it. Imagine that they could hoard it and eat it now. But the first thing they did was bury it. They did not eat the first one. They buried a few of them, and then they came back. This one over here, to the right, he hasn't been eating it yet. He keeps going around burying it. This one here, he buries it, and then he stops and he eats another one. How adorable, honestly. I love how they eat it with their hands. See, they're working. They're very busy. Very busy. Oh, there's a third. There's another one. Oh my gosh, there's 4. Wow, huh? There's actually 4 of them. I never knew that. Wow, huh? Alright, what are they gonna do? Very smart, very smart. Well, there's plenty out there. I threw handfuls out there, so they got plenty. Oh, the other one's on the street eating it. See that over there? Cute. I just love animals so much. So much. Because they think. Where's my babe? Buns, where are you? Let's look. Let's look. He was just sitting here waiting for me to look at him. Now that I'm looking at him, he's not looking at me. Buns. Hey, babes. Hi to babes. Hi to Buns. Oh. Baby Buns. I gave him a banana. I call it banana with Nana. He ate it all. Wow. Oh, see, everybody's hungry. So cute. So anyway, today is poetry tea time. I really want to go to Heather's house to have poetry tea time. It's so fun with Sarah. Sarah absolutely loves it. So it'll be fun. It's very sophisticated, you know. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for beauty. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a day in the city wood, a day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I have always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So, oh my gosh, I gotta get this right. Look at him. Isn't that just adorable? Honestly, he's looking all around while he's eating. Excuse me. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. And since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Nice big cup of coffee would be good. Remember we talked about that a long time ago? You can't really call it, would you like some coffee? No, you could never say that. When you have company, don't ask them if they want coffee. Ask them, would you like a cup of coffee? You have to say a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee is so nicer. It's so more loving. It's almost like, handing them a gift because the coffee is in a cup. So you say a cup of coffee, okay? Don't forget, would you like a cup of coffee? Okay, because the cup is the box. The cup is the thing that's holding the present, which is the coffee. Would you like a cup of coffee? I don't know what that is. It's like an Italian thing. I don't know. Let me know if you say that too and you're not Italian. Or maybe you are Italian and you say it. Let me know. All right? And if you don't know, pay attention. See if you say it like that. Would you like a cup of coffee? I don't know what it is. I do know, but it's really strange. It's not strange, but yet it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's up and it's down. It's in and it's out. Hey, it's tall but it's short. It's fat but it's skinny. I don't know. I went to a party once, and this kid did that all night long. He was saying opposites, like, all the time. It's pretty, but it's ugly. And he just went on and on and on. Okay, Winnie. We need to get with the program here. This is the third. Alright, oops. And now this guy can go in here. And we need January. There we are. Okay. Ta-da. Alright, I just want you to see how my table looks every day. Okay, that's from me. That's salt and pepper pistachios. This thing really works. It's really working. It's not plugged in, as you see. This is running by water. We got it for Christmas. Look at that. It's actually going. Oh, yes. Sarah's. Sarah, put that there. All this here is mainly Sarah. It drips down over there. We even have some stuff on the floor. Sarah's. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, boy. Didn't give you some. Everybody has to eat, right? I have a lot of dead things over here. And he just didn't survive. Okay. And look, over here. I just cannot keep up. There's just a lot of things. I'm taking down Christmas stuff already. I'm leaving up the tree. I think I told you. I'm going to probably leave... Look at my ceiling. I'm sorry. That can't be fixed right now. The problem has to be fixed, which it isn't yet. But I'll leave the flowers up and the Christmas tree and the things maybe on the windows, because that's fun in the snow when you're looking at it. All those fun little doodads, the stickers. But I'll take down everything else. This Sunday, is what's called the Epiphany. See, in the Catholic Church, Christmas does not end on Christmas Day. Oh no. And it's the whole Christmas season. It's a season. It's not a day. So I'll leave this up, but I'll take down the stockings. And the Epiphany is when the 3 wise men came to see Jesus. And that's this Sunday. So Sunday we're going to have a celebration. And you can follow us and learn about it if you want. And see the things that we do for it. You can do anything you want. And so I'll leave the nativity up. But actually, it goes all the way until February 2nd. So every time we go to Mass, we are still celebrating. So you don't say, okay, it's over, it's done, it's out, Christmas. We're still learning. The priest will give a homily, which is what he's teaching us, which I'm so grateful for. I love that. It's like we're being taken care of in every way. So he's teaching us still about Jesus coming to us, right? So, my kids will always say, oh, I'm so sad Christmas is over. And I'm like, no, it's not. And I know what they mean. They mean the day. They mean the whole, build up of, that particular day. And, listening to the music on the radio. But this would be more of a reflecting time where you're listening to more hymns from the church and slowing it down and spending time with that baby Jesus, you see? And just really focusing in on that, having that relationship with the baby Jesus, because you can. It's wonderful. The church is so incredibly rich with history and facts. Did you know that the church is the mother of the Bible? Yes. Did you know that the church is the one that compiled the Bible? Did you know that the Bible did not fall from the sky? No. The Catholic Church is the one that put it together. I have a beautiful Bible. It's called the Douay-Rheims Bible. Those are 2 different last names, 2 men. And I believe it was St. Jude that put it, had a lot to do with putting it together. Something like that. It's been a long time since I read the inside cover, but I remember that being involved. And then what's sad is that a lot of scholars, especially Protestant scholars, when I say Protestant, I mean protesters of the Catholic Church, Jesus' church, they come and they try to interpret the original Bible. And when you're outside the church, that should not be done. And they also removed 7 books, one of them being the Book of Wisdom. So I just want, this is never an attack, okay? When I speak like this, it's never an attack on people, okay? You have to understand that. When I'm talking, it is not an attack on people. I know the people are the ones that are following Protestantism. All right. If you ever have questions, you can always ask me. And if there are a lot of questions, I'll do my best. However, you can always go to your local priest. The Catholic Church is all over the world, even in the ocean, on ships and in the military, things like that. So there's an archdiocese, arch meaning overseer. Then you might say, but there's a lot of scandals in the church. Why would I do that? Well, there was scandal even at the Last Supper with who was a priest, Judas. So it's everywhere. Evil is everywhere. God's church in itself is perfect. The weirdo things that come in it through people, that's what that's all about. But you never leave God's church, even with all the wackiness that people bring into it. But the church is perfect. So with that in mind, if you ever want to ask questions to a priest, you can set an appointment. That's if you're sincere. If you're just looking to attack people, right? If you're looking to attack me or any other Catholic, then don't bother. If you're looking to ask sincere questions, that's fine. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to go clean this horrible, beautiful mess. And I call it beautiful because, you know, I look around and I see things that belong to my children and their messes, and they're like little footprints, you know. It's little stamps of where they've been. And we can get mad and go, well, they should be cleaning up after themselves. And yes, that's true. And I do make them do it a lot. However, I look around, and when you don't have those people in your life anymore for whatever reason, maybe they're sleeping, maybe they're out, or maybe they're not with you on the earth anymore, you look around and you appreciate them. You know, I love when they're sleeping only because, and when they go out, say like snowboarding or something, and I get to spend time with God alone. And I think about my family, and I think about like how blessed it is to have your family with you, and that you get to clean up after them. You know, I don't mean every moment of every day. I'm just saying there are times that you want to be a blessing. You want to pick up after them. You know, a lot of times my husband will wash his dish and he'll leave it here on the counter. Now, I could get mad at that and say, well, why doesn't he put it away? Well, what I do is I will offer it up, meaning I will do it for him so that any grace that he may need, I'll ask God, could you please give him my efforts, give it to my husband. So every time I see that dish, and that's not the only thing, I'm just saying that's an example of offering something up for someone else. So instead of getting angry and it going to waste and just causing a vice to happen inside of me, I will want to turn it into a virtue, and I'll take that dish and I'll place it up top. Does that make sense? And I'll say, this is an offering for my husband. I'm doing this for him because everybody needs grace. And my hope is that God will see that offering, that effort, that blessing that I want to give to my husband, and that energy, that love will go towards him and whatever he needs. And so if you see your children arguing, the best thing is to pray right there and then. You know, you can guide them into what they need to be talking about and instruct them in that way. But where'd that come from? But to say a prayer while they are arguing, or if I hear that my husband's getting into an uproar with my son or whatever, I will say, Saint Joseph, please be with them. And I'll just be like, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And because that prayer is so good, because those are the words of God. God himself said them. So when we're imitating God and I am saying his words back to him, you know, it's like if my child were to come up to me and repeat a wonderful thing that I taught them because I love them and I want to protect them, I would see, wow, they really care. They're really listening. This child has favor. We all love our children, but there are some that have a little bit more favor because of their obedience to us. Does that make sense? We all love them. Love each and every one, but some drive you crazy and some are a blessing, and you really appreciate those, even though the other ones that are being tough, they can guide you to heaven, right? They teach us. So let's get some coffee. I really appreciate, you as well. I pray for you. I pray for you a lot, especially at Mass. That's like the best place to pray for someone too, because did you know, this is something very interesting, and I hope you understand this. A lot of people say to Catholics, well, you are crucifying Christ over and over again, right? And we're saying no. It hit me one day. It really did. It was like, it knocked me down. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is what's really going on at the Mass. What's happening at the Mass is that God is in all time, correct? He's in the past, he's in right now, he's in the future, he's everywhere. Pardon me. Cheers to good health this year. I'm in heaven, I'm in heaven. I can hardly speak, I don't really know the words, but I know that we are cheek to cheek. Coffee is wonderful. I always say, if I'm on my deathbed, I want some coffee. if I'm allowed. I don't want to be choking to death about it. Okay, so it has to be decaf. I don't want to go out of this world all like, oh, this is Miffy. Can you guys see the Miff? Do you see him in there? Oh, he's cleaning up. He's getting ready for bed. Yes, he'll be in bed in about a half an hour. Isn't that funny? Instinctively, they know what time it is. They know they need to go to bed. And Mr. Fry is on his way in. All right, but what am I trying to tell you? Oh, yeah, about the Eucharist. All right, so the Eucharist is Holy Communion. I'm going to have to finish this conversation. Everything's happening at once.